Coming up on Money Talks America, how the racing industry is doing since the economy hit the brakes, what NASCAR is doing to keep the fans coming back, and why this recession has revealed Florida's own Ponzi scheme. It's time for Money Talks America. I mean, the usual suspects are not present, I think, in this particular recovery, and so the consensus in the Outlook survey is that it's going to be a gradual climb out of a pretty deep hole. Sometimes the map makers were just right. Here there be dragons, or here there be monsters. Their message was clear. If you ventured into the unknown, a horrible fate awaited you. I think today we're seeing some of that ancient map maker's mentality reappear. The U.S. economy in many ways is sailing into uncharted waters. We've never been through a housing boom as historic as the one that's just passed. Sorry to interrupt, I saw a figure actually that 66% of the world's economies are in recession at the same time, which is the highest figure since the Great Depression, when that number was around 80%. So you're absolutely right that it is a global phenomenon. But how is this sector going to right itself? While this recession is historic in many ways, it won't be as deep nor as long as the Great Depression. A lot of companies across the nation that target consumer markets have done things to address the anxiety, the angst that's part and parcel of a recession as severe as this one. What has the Speedway done, and have you done anything to reach out to the consumer in this particularly difficult environment? Sure. I mean, the Fed and the Treasury to some extent have taken historic action to address this credit crisis, and they've had to operate on multiple fronts because it started in housing finance, but that sclerosis spread across virtually all types of credit, and I think that's why it was so profound and ultimately what plunged us into the deepest part of this recession. And we are in the deepest, darkest part of the recession right now, the valley of the shadow of death.
We hope so. we hope that's the case.
Let's talk a little bit beyond this. We according to the panel, emerged from recession, Charles, by the end of the year. But 2010, they've got a pretty optimistic outlook here. Without those new Floridians arriving each day to help us pay the bills, we're finding ourselves in a terrible budget crisis. We're going to have to look to the future for other ways to grow the economy. We can't count on this Ponzi game any longer. I'm Sean Snaith. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Sean Snaith.